You know the kind of suffering no one sees. The one you carry quietly while you pretend everything is fine. It looks like scrolling your phone even though your brain feels fried. It looks like laughing at someone's joke even though you feel dead inside. It looks like saying I'm fine while you're fighting back tears you can't justify. It looks like dragging yourself through another day on autopilot because slowing down feels scarier than pushing through. Most people think suffering is dramatic, panic attacks, breakdowns, losing control. But the truth is, the kind of suffering that destroys us the most is the kind we've learned to hide. And though most of us might not like to admit it, sometimes we're the reason we stay stuck in this suffering. But the part no one really tells you is that you don't suffer because you're weak. You suffer because you've been disconnected from your internal warning system for too long. The one that tries to protect you long before you hit your limit. Let's look at how that happens and how you can finally stop abandoning yourself. Your body is a system, not a machine. It starts small, a tight throat, a dull headache, a heaviness in your chest, the kind of fatigue that sleep never fixes. Maybe you lose interest in things you once loved. Maybe every day feels like you're wading through wet sand. These signals are not random. They're warnings. They're your body trying to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, something ain't right. Remember, the body whispers before it screams. But because these early signs don't stop us outright, we don't treat them as serious. We tell ourselves, I just need to push through. I just need to get over it. Everyone else seems fine, so we ignore the whispers. We minimize them and we keep going. And this is where the suffering deepens. You think you're being strong by persevering, but sometimes perseverance is the very thing hurting you. You wake up each day already exhausted, already defeated, thinking, oh my God, this is hard, but I'll just keep pushing. You sacrifice your needs, your rest, your joy, telling yourself it'll all pay off someday. That if you keep forcing yourself forward, eventually you will reach the light at the end of the tunnel. But what if the tunnel doesn't end? What if each step you take in that same direction is actually pulling you farther away from yourself? You're not depressed because you're weak. You're not burnt out because you can't handle life. You feel this way because your brain is accurately reading the reality you've been stuck in. A reality where you've been taught to ignore your own pain. So the real question isn't, why can't I handle this? The real question is, what has your body been trying to tell you that you've been trained to silence? When functioning turns into emotional shutdown. High functioning distress is still distress, it just hides better. When you keep pushing through the exhaustion, the headaches, the numbness, your body doesn't give up, it turns up the volume. And when those signals still get ignored, the brain goes into survival mode. Neuroscience shows that chronic stress forces the brain to conserve energy by shutting down the parts of you that aren't essential for survival. This has been called psychic amputation. You might experience this as the quiet loss of joy, motivation, creativity, curiosity, or excitement. Your mind is trying to protect you from burning out completely. This is the real danger of relentless perseverance. It becomes self-abandonment. When showing up means shutting yourself down, the problem isn't who you are, it's how long you've been forced to survive. And you kept going because stopping never felt like an option. Why people get stuck in cycles of suffering. So this is probably the most important part. If you wanna understand why you keep suffering, start here. Let's explore some of the most common psychological traps and how you keep yourself suffering. 1, avoidance. You stay busy because slowing down means facing feelings you're afraid might break you. 2, rumination. You replay worst-case scenarios in your mind while doing nothing to soothe yourself emotionally. Mental exhaustion without relief. 3, identity roles. You've always been the strong one, the reliable one, the one who holds everyone together. So you don't know how to let yourself fall apart. Admitting you're overwhelmed feels like a betrayal of who you are and how people see you. 4, fear of failure. You believe that if you rest, everything will collapse. So you sacrifice yourself to keep it all afloat. 5, fear of disappointing others. Letting people down feels worse than letting yourself down, so you push harder than you can handle. And 6, survival conditioning. If you grew up in chaos, stress feels familiar, rest feels unsafe, peace feels suspicious. You don't know who you are without something to fight. Whichever you relate to, or maybe you relate to all of them, keep in mind your suffering is a survival response. It's not a personal failure. So what now? How do I stop my own suffering? People think healing requires huge, dramatic changes, quitting your job, cutting everyone off, moving cities, starting a new life. But you don't need a life overhaul. What you need is reconnection with your body, your needs, and your internal signals. Small shifts done consistently restore your sense of self faster than any life overhaul ever could. And you can't run away from yourself. Here are some practical steps to help you. 1, check in with yourself at the start of the day. Ask yourself, how do I feel right now? What do I need? It takes 10 seconds, but it can change everything. 2, honor small signals. Tired? Rest for 5 minutes. Overwhelmed? Step away. Triggered? Breathe. Your system learns safety through tiny acts of response. 3, do one thing that brings you back to your body. Something as simple as a quick stretch, a slow walk, or a long shower. 4, set boundaries that protect your energy, not your image. You're not responsible for how others react to your limits. 5, reduce one source of stress instead of trying to fix everything. Small relief creates momentum. And 6, let yourself receive help. Connection regulates the nervous system, while isolation intensifies suffering. If you're worn down, if you've been suffering quietly, what you need is gentleness, not judgment. The moment you recognize what's been hurting you is the moment things begin to shift. So which part of you has been whispering for attention lately? Share your stories in the comments down below if you feel comfortable. And if this resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. You never know who else needs this reminder today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.